Okay, so I just picked up this tile from Floor and Decor. I did want it to go a tinge darker, but this was all they had. I am going for a herringbone print, and I kind of wanted it to tie in with the marble counters. I mean, this is a nice color. I'm going to insert the picture of the inspiration that I found on Pinterest, and I was kind of going for more of that like dark slate gray, but this is nice. I think this will actually do perfectly. We just wanted to kind of break up that all this white, because I mean, I do like a white clean space, but this is too much white for me. You know, we at least want to put a little bit of contrast in that middle area. So I opted for the subway tile again, of course, in the gray. So it is demo time, and here he is taking a handsaw and just cutting along the grout line and the backer board that's behind the tile so that this kind of just pulls out in one slab. We're also trying to prevent any damage to the counters. Now, if you watched my last video, then you saw that I did epoxy on my counters, and I would have done it the opposite way had I known that I was going to do new backsplash. I would have done the backsplash first and then the epoxy, because we did have a little bit of lifting to the epoxy, so I had to go in and fix some areas. But yeah, so if you're going to be doing your counters, definitely do those last. And of course, I had to get involved because I can't just sit back and watch. I love learning new things, and I just have a new love for home renovations, because just stripping everything down and watching it transform is just so cool to see. So I have really enjoyed this process. Look at me picking up power tools, trying to look all important. I'm just removing like the base nails out because we need a super clean slate to put the new backer board down. So backer board is all done. Why did I not cover my appliances? It was so dusty. With any renovations, please, please, please cover all of your appliances and furniture, because it was so dusty. So here he is just kind of laying out the pattern and just making sure that he's going in the right direction. It gets pretty self-explanatory after a while. Keep in mind that this is a lot of cutting. So this was kind of like a 2 to 3 day process, just because it is a little time consuming with the cutting. And since I have a small space, there is a lot of like corners and, you know, spaces that he really had to do precise cuts around the outlets. So it is pretty tedious, but it's such a cool pattern and I really do like it. All right, y'all, he got me about to cut this.
I'll cut you out.
Please look.
Okay, so I'm just gonna line the blade up with your mark. So you wanna make sure it stays on this fence. Keep that 45, and then just line it up with your mark. Whenever you ready.
I'm ready.
Push the salt.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
You good? I gotta get another one anyway.
Is it broken? You can't use another one?
I still use it.
I just didn't want that thing to cut my hand.
No, you good. Long towel on this side. Push it on through. Pull on back. Right?
Pull it back.
Yeah.
That thing was about to roll off the thing.
Because this towel saw will pull if you just let it go.
Really?
If you let it go, it'll pull.
Well, you should have pre-warned me.
I should have pre-warned.
So before y'all get on me, I know I needed gloves on and protective eyewear, but I was just so anxious to try the wet saw. It just made me feel all professional, like I was doing something, but clearly it was intimidating because the blade is super close, but after a few tries, I got the hang of it. As you can see, the backsplash is coming along so nicely. I really, really love the design. I love the color. And it just really, really like elevated the space. Now I am torn about the grout color because I wanted white, but now I'm just loving that dark in between the tiles. So we are going to revisit that, but I opted to go white because if I went with the dark grout and I didn't like it, I couldn't change it. With the white grout, I can go in with a grout stain and I can darken it whatever color that I want. So we went in with the white grout, and here's my little one helping me. This was back in February, so he's like double this size now, but I love him so much. He loves to help mommy in every single thing that I do. So we are just using our hands, and it was like adult painting. We're just going in. I've never seen this technique done before, but it actually made it a lot easier. So yeah, we're just gonna go in and finish the grout. The gray definitely added the contrast that this kitchen needed. It really looks good with the new counters as well. And as you can see, I am happy. The final touches is to do the trim around the window because when we did the demo work, the old trim had to be lifted and it cracked. So we definitely went in with new trim. We just used PVC trim from Home Depot. Of course, everything that I use will be linked down below. Here is a quick before look of my kitchen, and here is the after. Super clean, fresh, and I love it. It looks very, very bright, but we will revisit that grout color because I'm just curious how the dark is going to look. You guys let me know. What do you think? Keep the white or go dark?